As you can see, let your people catch up it and see. Have you seen my hand? I fought with somebody yesterday night. So assuming the person was having even knife or something, he can choke me. He was fetching sand. So I told him that he shouldn't fetch the sand. And it ended up with a fight.
It's with much difficulty that I am coming your way with this edition of Community Watch. As we have the sea waves coming over right here, I am coming your way from Akweteman. It's not far from Bebeise, within the Ablekuma West constituency or municipality. And the residents here are affected by the sea waves. There is an ongoing sea defense project, but it isn't completed yet. And as a result, houses are being destroyed. I'll be speaking with the residents shortly. But before then, let's move over to have a look at the impact of the sea waves affecting the residents right here. Come along. I first will engage an affected residents. Welcome to Community Watch on Metro TV. So, you earlier on told me that what we have behind is your house, is your room.
Yeah.
I want us to climb up, then you tell us how the sea has affected your structure, shall we? Right. I hope we won't fall.
Oh, we won't fall.
Okay.
Yes. So we are climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mean this is your room?
Yeah, this is my room. As you can see, I've even removed some of the things outside. And
what happened?
The only thing was that this is not how the room was. It was even this one was one room. There is another room at the back. And let's say 1 year ago, we saw them doing this sea defense. So we think, oh, we are okay with this sea defense. But as it got here, it stopped. As you see, we climb this.
Yes.
At first, it was not like this. When you are coming, you climb it. It was not like this. But at first, when you are coming,
we could see the foundation.
Yeah,
you know,
see the
below the foundation.
Yeah. But
so how are you able to sleep in this?
Now, I'm not able to sleep here. I sleep outside because all my rooms has gone. So we are pleading. We are just pleading. I'm pleading with our MP, our municipal chief executive, because we have been there. We've written more than letters. Even now, even the ink in our pens has even got down. So we are just pleading that they should approve it for the contractor to have the access to continue this thing for us, so that we can be free.
So you've seen the difficulty we had to face before being able to climb up here. Residents have been compelled to leave their rooms, vacate their buildings to find elsewhere to sleep. Let's get down and go to a different location. He's the gentleman who watched Community Watch on Metro TV and then called us to come over and have a look at the situation. Welcome to Community Watch.
Actually, you can see the nature of destruction going on here. This sea used to be 100 meters away from the buildings, but as you can see now, the buildings are all broken down by the sea. And information reaching us is that there is no fund for the ongoing sea defense, which has...
So those I'm here to interview had to move away. You should see my cameraman now. His shoes are now soiled, not just him, but with the other residents right here. This is how critical the situation is. Moving all over from where the boulders have been placed. You can continue.
That's just a tip of an iceberg you saw. The sea has been crossing over the street, going to there's a water down there. And the issue is, there was a sea defense which was ongoing, and that was handled by a different contractor. And information reaching us is that this is another sea defense handled by another contractor. Okay. And we are told there is no fund for the sea defense. If you can see over there, there is an excavator. And mostly when we approach the excavator, you see it's not working. And all what they tell us is a broken chain. You see a couple of guys holding hammer, hitting the excavator, trying to repair it. And I don't think this can help the project. This is where I grew up, spending 30 years over here. This is where we play our ball. This is where we play. This is the swim we swam. This is where we bath By the sea now, you can see the nature of the sea. So we are calling, we are pleading with them, we are pleading with the government. They should come to our aid. That's why we call you.
Right, so you've heard from a concerned resident who invited us. Let me speak with other residents to see how the situation really affects them. Ima, welcome. Welcome to Metro News. Yo, can you try to use Sunday bawo bone ji hakra.
O fine. Beni wa ba 2000. Siani machine tu komo enumo. Dani sian koklo hu ese. Dani gbeye ese kura dani oko oba nye ne keton do ba ho. Wa ya bi na ka face defense. Ashi fi wa fe te ko ese. Ni na kan te na fe la na kan wa ni pressure. Ni jagle fe gbege you fe babu awo bi e. E won sure.
They are all running away because
the
sea keeps pushing. They all have to run away.
Nika chuen ni sho kumole kaka sho eba tamo chuen na jami. Bag ne kan sho fe tomo sho ke fi o ya ba mi yen bag ne sa he kumo no ni yo hin. Be ka kumo no ni yo hin be sho sa eba ba mana kan je no. E wo be sho ba song kaka ba. Ni bia na wo chuen le sho bia fenta. Agbene nwe na ame temba ame cha foundation ame fili foundation fe na shi bibioko ye hin e wona kan bibio e chombu ni gbegan ne ba wu nso e ba bote na kan bula mi nso kele nya
e sha mokodan
e sha mo me baba o e baba o mo igbe te kura mo ko ba gbe si na epele na chile ba gbe si one pin e bi one pin.
So you've heard from a concerned resident saying that look, they've stayed here since 2000, the year 2000, so about 20 years now. And the sea was a bit far from here, but it isn't the situation now. It's come all the way to where their houses are and destroyed much of their properties. It's also become a death trap, such that unsuspecting children who come around to play or to swim end up being carried away. These are the concerns they are sharing with the authorities. Fortunately, we have the contractor here. He's going to explain everything in detail. So we appreciate exactly what is being done and the way forward. I have with me here some officials from a nearby clinic who are also concerned. It's a hospital who are equally concerned. Welcome.
Thank you.
I understand you've, over the past weeks, even mobilized the press to put your concerns across, and even bought some of the boulders to help in defending your community. Share a bit with us.
Okay, so about some few weeks ago, the sea was really getting to the hospital. There was a day we came and the sea actually rushed to the hospital.
So you can see what is exactly happening right here, having to run away from the sea.
So as you can see, this hospital is the only hospital in the community, and it serves not only the community members. People come from Dansoman, what do you call it? Last Stop, all over to this place. Shabu, they all use this hospital. By the way the sea is coming, we are scared very soon. If we are not careful, this building will be pulled down. So there was a day we got to work and we were told that the sea actually came to the premises. So we had to rush to the contractor. That was when he came to put these blocks here to reduce the pressure for us. But we realized that it is not helping situations. The rocks he put here were more than this. They are actually getting submerged.
Okay.
Yes, they've been submerged. And if we are not careful, I'm sure by next week when we get here, we will not see any of the rocks here. And it's scary. Monday when I came, there were buildings here. They had all gone down. I wept when I got here. So I called him immediately that the way things are happening here, if we are not careful, we will not stay to write any story. So whatever he needs to do, he should come and close up the whole place. So we've engaged everybody.
And yet there isn't any positive outcome.
Yes.
We shall continue to work on this till we see a difference coming your way. But we have with us the contractor, Mr. Kwaku, who is coming over to also share more insight about the issue.
We were awarded this contract by Ministry of Works and Housing, covering a distance of 2 kilometers. It was a revetment. That is, we excavate the bottom of the sea to negative 0.5 meters, give a foundation with small stones, then later on arrange big boulders. So as you could see behind me, we have that structure where we call revetment. And that one protects any access from the landward side to the beach, because it's a very high wall made of stone. Within a distance of 1.6 kilometers, which we have completed fully. So those people behind that structure, they don't have any problem. Even recently on Saturday, the waves were as high as 6 feet, but I didn't overtop it. From that point, the fishermen around raised their concern, because with that structure, there's no way they can go to sea, and no way anybody who wants to go and bath in the sea can, because of that revetment. So they consulted their minister, they went to Works and Housing, and then our consultants, which is the Hydro Services Department, decided to change a design that will do two things: protect the sea from destroying buildings, and at the same time allowing the fishermen to land, and anybody who wants to use the beach can use it. So they designed something which we call the groin. The groin that you can see that with the revetment is parallel to the beach. But with the groin, it goes perpendicular to the beach into the sea. So wherever the point will reach, the sea itself will bring sand to cover the area, which means that we are pushing the coastline, as you see now, into the sea. The structure we have right now is for a distance of 60 meters. So finally, when we finish, the sea will go back 60 meters. There is no way where any wave will come and destroy anything over here. And then the fishermen can equally land. Anybody who wants to go and swim has access to the sea, unlike the revetment. And what happens is, this time of the year, the water, generally, there's overheating, global overheating. On Saturday, for example, the sea rose to a height of about 6 feet, you can imagine. So with a height of 6 feet, and then the waves coming in, the destruction will be more. Unlike the previous years, the highest will be maybe about some 3 feet or 3.5 or 4 feet. But here's the case where we had, because of the global warming and the ice raising the level of the sea, the effect is very strong. My problem now is the structure you see over here now. In between the two, the sea itself will bring sand. But my problem I have with the people over here is, as the sand is coming, they come with trucks. Sometimes even they do it at night, but now they have changed to night. They build trucks and then fetch the sand. So how will the thing feel for the sea to go back?
Let's pause here. So you've had explanation by the contractor or the manager. Let me get to the resident and verify this. Mambinye Jemelo, contractor in Chwake, and Babi and Obayu. So without even asking question, she wants to talk. Come over, Babi and take him on. No camera me. Me no call Bayu is.
Ona, kaka she alo shia ebiene. Kaka she alo shia ebiene. Mina can walk. Come on, nani. If you watch my ebiene, fenna nefun. Alo shia. She kashia denche ba. Nwa denche ne ye wo. Nwa denche kashia hun. Ya back. Bona, ewo ke efe na kabe ani pressure. Echa hun echa shishe echa chujie shishi. Ni yo ne nka agbuona. 2 weeks ne nka agbuona. Nka achumi.
Efito building.
Efite ona. Nke nshi achefe wo ka agbuona. Ni bia na hot la jimi mbeshika ni maka kashi nke ya haichu. Bonu shishi. Mbeshika ni maka kashi nke ya haichu 12 million 24 million. Ni ndomo shine. Ewo ke wamo na ba wamo. Ni nie baba ho esa na fe ne ho. Esa na ba shifa aba fe fa hu ye eko.
Yeah, Jemelo. Okay. Maybe I'll speak with her, but maybe Sanji in your pet. Ake abalo shiawa. Abalo abalo.
Shia for shia.
Wabamia we kaka abalo shia.
Shia lomo. Insho ke fie ke pleasure ni ba. Ona kan pleasure ne ke kun se ke ye ko ke shia ya. Ni na ba fe no more than 1 year ne. More than 1 year am tabu ye bi foundation agba bu ye je me. Ona kan bule pig be kan bi ye. Gbegbe kan bi ye wa denche. Won pa man bi afai, won pa president afai. Wa denche abomode na ba chanu awo. Nweji for the se kan bi o ko 13 years. Ka je no pa no ko nso ekelete. Ka wo le be bi ene ko ekele ba ya. Won pa man bi afai wa, won pa president afai. Na ba chanu awo mi no ni.
Okay. So you've heard from them denying that some of them have been coming to win the sand. That it's not true.
I will let a lady, a nurse, come and talk about the sand winning, because the sea, the nature of the seas, it brings sand at one time, and another time it takes some. But what I'm saying is, for the thing to fail, they have to stop fetching the sand. The sea itself will feel it. I'll let a nurse who witnessed the fetching of the sand to come here, and Madam Charlotte, please come.
So Madam Charlotte, come.
My issue is about the winning of the sand from here. And often at times, the people who come to win the sand come with trucks. They do not come from this community, but at least some of them, they do it. Because we have seen them sending their little ones. These days with their children at home, the children are sent with buckets, with bags, and they come for it. And for me, whenever I see them, I get hold of them and I pour out the sand. Recently, I got a younger man. He had also come to win it and had left it out there by the street. So I seized it. I did not give it back to them. I called the manager. He came, he took pictures of them, and it was sent to the police. But up till now, they are still winning it. The issue is about getting the people to also be vigilantes of the community, so that the few gentlemen who do not sleep and they keep awake and ensure that the people who come are chased away will be effective. Just 3 gentlemen cannot do it all. So we please beg of them, because my problem is the hospital. It was done by somebody's son. It was put up by somebody's son who went out into the freezers out there in Europe and the UK. He stayed there for several years, had his money, and came up to develop this mighty thing. And then we just cannot sit back and look on. You know, when this thing started, it was said to be a political thing. Why should it be a political thing when lives are at stake?
A political thing how?
Yes, that the people who started, or whoever, the manager who started, or the contractor who started is for a party. We do not know. And that they have been informed that whoever put up this building is from the opposition. It is not fair. This hospital is for the good of the community people. And if we sit back and see this hospital go into the waters, in fact, it is a shame to the country and the community leaders. And then, please, for me, I personally want Madam Esla Owusu. She is a woman.
Please look directly into the camera.
Yes.
And address her. Imagine that she is watching, and we know that
Yes.
the Honorable Minister and Member of Parliament is watching. Talk
Yes.
to her as though she's right in front of you.
Yes, Madam Esla Owusu. This is from the deepest part of my heart, because this is a hospital going down. The sea wave now hits so hard, it goes so high, that it now enters the hospital. So if it should go down or go into the sea, it is a disaster for the community. So please, Madam Ursula, please come to our aid. No matter the political alliances, please forget about that. Because I think you are a woman and you would have what the local people say, abadaye. Abadaye. That is all I want from her, to show it so that the sea defense would be done properly and save lives and the hospital. Thank you very much, Madam.
Thank you too. So that's her message to the Member of Parliament for Ablekuma West, Honorable Esla Owusu Ekufo. So they are even clapping for her for sending their message across in a succinct or direct manner. They are all concerned. But me to any affair, one mono could not wash be Eba manomi ake lele me banabaluoshia. Eke apake teacher community neni jinyetia. Sheka me come jose. Me come unjo biene. E wakaji lele nye sumo nini agbanyena. Nini wanya chano. Baby nye fe kome. Ni meni baluoshia. Kenya na me pe. Inye kame yue. Ninye gwa me fu. Nye fa nye ba. Ebi no ba gbe pamo ake wake solution ba. Te ba fe te ne ken shia chane. Aba Akweteman block here. Eja ke Bible ni wo to na bralo eke me amefe awo. Wo ye gbeko no isake wo wa. Be ni eye o manje.
Shia ametu ashimanke namba luo shia na kan time ekolo owo. Owo npa fa ina fa soldier fu eke police fu an wo ye bi ene. Ko na watch ko ni ka mu ko na elo shia. Ko ni am lalo eke la aye. Wo npa fa iwa denche. Afon soldier fu eke police fu an wo. Agbene no ni di enyo won ta wo ke o si la ke. Kebo modern about China can in no was MPP ashishi. There no vote. We vote to all.
E wa mimbia ke kaji lelen nye ye hi ye bi ene. Beje ja ke soldier fu ke police fu e ba bi. Benye fenye ba fe kome ni aka ni me ba chashia.
Amebu na me fi atuma me jio mo. Ona e wo no wa ka wa soldier fu ke police fu e. Ona no day 2 o'clock 1 o'clock 12 o'clock pe ameba luoshia o won pafa ije mo na mi ti mo mejo na ba luoshia o won pafa ibu anana wo soldier fu e ke police fu e o fa ni pafa
mineke nwo eja ka shimbe ko wo nye 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock na aba loshia mi ken wo ni sake benchi shia inhwe bia na ani ihe kura wa he bonu mbache papa na ebe ni ya chema mi na ewu papa na kura mo ko metwa etue ni jinyamanke papa na ni domoshine mo ko metwa etue ye jeme bonu shi ko ya yue ameba ke ba ka shishipon amenoni abajabo ko ya yue ameba ka shipon mineke amecho me aye eja ka shinwo amegbe akashi aye jimi nwo shia iwo nwo shiboni contractor wie mo na ewie le wo ke etu ni dabi anu owie
lele kaya ni yen bi sisi so yen bi wo we ko na kan wala ndo ko prate ko shiaka ewie aka shi abakpleke bi ene se akpleke yo abomode na cha no once man wo ba akpleke se nu wo ka wo lo ajeje wo ba shan wo lo.
Some of the residents are saying that they don't like the new plan. They would want the project as it started from the other end be continued all the way through. They don't want a point where fisher folk would have to land here. They don't want it. Contractor, watch it.
I just want to explain what they are telling. I am a contractor. I don't do design. A design is given to me and I'm awarded the contract. I have to do the contract according to the drawings I've been given. And there's nowhere anybody can instruct me to do something. It's from the consultant. So they designed this drawing for us to do.
When is it supposed to or expected to end the project, to finish up?
I'm expecting that because now of this higher tides are having problem. But by the end of the year, maybe by January, I will have finished the 2 drawings and the sun will start coming. That is why my problem now is the sun fetching. Because if I should feel it as I'm going inside, the sun will be coming. And if you are putting water into a barrel, and somebody is drawing it, how will you feel? That is my problem.
So that's a problem facing you. Have you consulted or engaged, as in facing the work you are doing? Have you spoken to the higher authorities, those who could help address it?
Please, I've gone to the MCE. We are meeting from them at a meeting somewhere. A young boy raised their hand and told me that the elders sitting there, they have what I call tipper trucks, which come in the night to take the sand. And we started laughing. And even I had a case where they said they called somebody, send it to the police station, and elders went there to say that it is their son, so it should be released. So I'm still forcing. I've liaised with the assemblyman. The last meeting we have here, which is I think Monday or Tuesday, he gave me a list of some people he has recruited who will be patrolling. But what I'm saying that team cannot work. Those who have buildings over here to form vigilante is the experience I have from Keta. Keta, you can never fetch sand because at various places there are people. One person, if you come here and shout, they will beat you up. So you raise alarm and all the people around here will surround them. There was a case, I came here in the afternoon. The nurses were here. Daytime plainly, they were fetching sand. Madam consulted them, they went out. Immediately we left, 5 o'clock, they came back. I came here too. People brought some gagba, about 3 of them. And then one person told me, hey, they are coming to fetch sand. Which means they themselves, even daytime, can't challenge them. And you expect I had to drive them away. I have pictures on my phone. Even as the madam said, we had to even sometimes chase people around. I don't get the support I want from them. Please.
Yeah, how you now say? So say you design, you pay. So don't be a see no. A bit more don't problem no. More hard journey. Yes, I'm penny. 1 year can see no so. Embassy called James Sound. Yeah, you free us. 24 hours no. Near so you want to. So yeah, the end between one. Said you have a Gina Hanamo. This step of money. Yes, and this step of be. And yes, I'm penny. So send me a major way or be porting Nameda. We are told by name most of my bantimenti me and quite Jumo. Then I'm name my bedding ponu. Ye need be Miss Macrojuma or your cada, or Bejumono, or Bimoto, no dear Juma. Now, we any buy no. I did Juma say, and yes, I'm a quaba, Naminimi Kunim, Mamitan Colamian son. And so, yes, and I send me them a boo or be poached, Nameso, I dear son. Milk the job and Abba, now my magician to down will be poaching, Namin by them. And to Mr. Rabbi, Mr. Manpenny. I don't go to your form. Yeah, me how, yeah, any problem, you can't entertain you, and I say, yeah, pay design be a first one, UTV, and I don't for all the Jaco. Say, yeah, said the general hackers, say, you're not betraying on my dear. Yeah, who's she be seen there? And just say, dear, my baby train, dear queen. Mamma, my Cassandra, Cassano, and Yakwa. Mumma Cassano, I'm not fast war, and my young Yohan and the Diabo Bone. Ya Cassandra, I'm Brenny, and my Yadamase.
So it appears you haven't engaged the residents adequately for them to understand exactly what the new plan is and to support you.
I don't give your statement. I have a sample of a similar thing we did at Keta.
Yes.
So when I get some of the opinion leaders, I show that picture to them where maybe this building was after we finish where the coastline will be. But I see they have idea. It's just like somebody.
Opinion leaders isn't.
But how can
engaging the residents, perhaps even
that
in
is
the
why I'm telling you, Tuesday I organized a meeting to explain to them.
To the residents or the
yes, the residents. And even when we were having the meeting, the chief came in that we didn't invite him to come to the meeting. But I thought it was a local problem, and I explained to them.
It appears that the challenges that the residents are currently faced with will persist for a while, whilst the project is still ongoing. But hopefully, all the stakeholders would come together and then see how best they can come up with a perfect plan so that the residents are no longer affected, their houses are no longer destroyed, and that the manager or the contractor would also be able to do this work and then complete in due time. He's mentioned that by the end of the year, or better still, few weeks after 2020, we are going to be able to have this project completed. We shall continue to follow this up and then keep you updated. But till then, this has been Gabriel, Ni Obodai, Atupra, Atunam Tobo, Ashon, coming your way with Community Watch. I've done this with my colleague, Nia Dotia Lote, and then other colleague who has produced this show in the person of Emanuela. Bye-bye for now.